Hello there everybody, and we're doing some AI dungeon today. I meant to do some GTA 5 Chaos mode again, do the second episode. However, literally as I was starting the thingy, GTA decided to update. I mean, I guess it would always update when I'm starting it, but like 2 days ago it was fine. So I guess update was either today or yesterday. So because of that, the script hook wasn't working, so therefore I couldn't get the mod to work. And it's probably gonna be, actually don't know how fast can the script hook be updated, but I'm guessing it will take a couple days, and that will mean I won't have a video on time for Friday. So next Friday I hope we can get the GTA 5 Chaos mode. But today I decided to try something new. I have tried this game on my own once or twice, just see how it goes, and I decided it's a pretty fun game to record. So if you don't know what that is, it's in a way like a role-playing game, or it is a role-playing game. However, instead of having a dungeon master or something like that, like in Dungeons and Dragons, you have the AI, which constantly generates randomized story. And we are just playing as a character. Also, there's like a multiplayer, which works for like multiple people can have their own characters and do stuff, interact with each other, and the AI keep generating new story. However, we won't be doing that today. Maybe some other time we can actually play around with someone, maybe even get a couple people in here. For today, we're going to be starting a new game, and I think world is just like there's a few, there are options for worlds. There are free ones like here. They're using scales, and scales aren't something like extra expensive or something. Like you can buy them with money, but also if you like log in daily, you get a bunch, and also from some challenges, for example. If you saw that there's like a holiday thingy, which there's some challenges here, if you do that, a lot of those give you thingies. Here's the daily rewards, which if you log in every day, you get some of them. As you can see, I already have like 465, even though I haven't bought any. And there's like the worlds which are already created, they have their own lore, and like the AI has, again, it's not like a game where everything is prepared, however, the world is prepared. In prompts, however, it generates its own world. There's like nothing is set before we start. I think we're gonna start with the classic one, which would be fantasy, because most role-playing games I feel like take place in fantasy worlds. Even though this one is recommended, I don't really care. We will play a bunch with that, and maybe then we will also go and try one of the other ones. Select a character. Maybe a ranger. Why not? I really suck with naming. I just opened a random name generator and just picking the first name that came, which is Alex. You are Alex, a ranger living in the kingdom of Larion. You have a hunting bow and a quiver of arrows. You have been searching for a mystical beast for 3 months, tracking it through the forest. As you crouch behind a clump of trees, you see a giant brown bear. You are strong and a wise man and just need to get a clear shot at the bear. Now, as you can see here, we have do, say, and story. Do is we say what we do. For example, if I write shoot the bear, it will do that. Say, obviously, says like what our character says, and story is like we take control in a way of the AI and we write a story. We are free to like do stuff like that, edit it. I think if you're in hardcore mode or something like that, all that isn't available, as well as edit and do, all those also shouldn't be available. Retry. I think retry just re-rolls that, like you don't get any other input, it just you have the same inputs, and the AI writes something else. Undo, obviously, and there's the last thing. Restore is, I think, if you undo something, then you can pick something else. Edit something that the AI said. And there's like world information, I think, world info, which is anything about the world. Pin is stuff about our character that the AI will remember, because the AI doesn't have like unlimited memory. It only remembers like the last 10 lines or something like that. And so anything that's here, it's gonna remember always. Okay, so let us start by slowly approach the bear. Approach the bear. Good, the bear is not active. You have some time to get a clear shot. You creep slowly forward with your bow until you can just get a clear shot. And obviously for now it's like nothing crazy, but sometimes I guess you can force it as well if you just write, oh, we get a quest. I guess that's from the challenges, which I wasn't even looking at. But yeah, I'll start saying, so far nothing crazy happens, but sometimes just the AI goes all over the place. I guess let's go ahead and skin the carcass. Quickly skin the bear carcass and carry it back to camp. The other hunters are shocked by your kill. Garrick speaks. Also, if you don't actually write anything and just click enter, it should continue generating the story. Yeah, there we go. So now Garrick says that it's a massive bear. And as you can see up top, there's energy, which the plates, I guess it's a feature because it says that it's not, at least according to them. I don't know how true is that, but according to them, it's not like they're doing that just because they want like to get the money. However, the AI can take only an X amount of inputs, and if people play all the time, the AI would get overwhelmed, and that's why I think you can also pay for more of that. However, if you don't want to pay, you have to wait a bit, and I think it goes. Yeah, there we go. You're going to energy with 5 minutes until it reaches 100 energy, and then it gets 1 energy every 20 minutes. I'm full now because it has been a few weeks since I played last, so it had the time to fully recharge. How much? That's 3 per hour, and then times 24 would be 72. So it's 72 each day. So like if you don't play for 15 days or something like that, it should be done fast. It should be done. Yeah, and as you see now, the thing is just like it kind of forces you more. For example, if you're again comparing it to D&D, in D&D obviously the dungeon master cannot tell you what you do. Here the AI doesn't really care as you go into the city. So now I'm going to a city apparently, and you know what? Let's try and make something more interesting happen. Let's drop a cyber cannon, whatever that is. I'm just curious how they react again, and obviously we don't want to just have a boring ass story, we want to have some fun stuff happen. And then into a cyber store to buy a can of mace. Okay, I don't think it understood what a cyber cannon was. Again, kind of just trying different stuff, seeing if anything interesting happens. Now introduced a new character. Her name is Vera, apparently. I see you've got my banishment card, Vera says. Yes, I was thinking about you when I saw that brown bear. That takes skill. Oh, I've been invited to King's Harbor Palace for a meal. Okay, that's good. I have to go there then. Again, kind of just occasionally scroll some random stuff, like here we just headed to the city randomly. Then we are apparently invited for a meal. Road base if I go alone? Okay, I'll come with you. That's okay, fine I guess. Next day you're taken up by an airship and taken to the palace. Right. I cannot read. I thought it says harbor. It's King's Haribor, so I guess Haribor is the name of the king, and his palace. Just curious, what will it make of that? As you see, King Haribor II, apparently the second. Press the button to speak to him. You press. Hello, who is this? It's me, your backdoor man. If I say I fly over to the palace, I wonder if the game will be like obviously not gonna say how do you fly. Cause you fly over the city with your team. You see dark-skinned man walk outside and head your way. He pulls out a pistol and fires at you. Your team returns fire at him to take cover. I throw a meteor at him. I think I'm ascending to godhood. I just started flying. I'm hurling meteors. The meteor smashes into the assassin, knocking him down. Your team opens fire and kills him. The meteor just knocks him down, and then the fire killed him. Aha, I see. I see blood, so I'm gonna scare the blood away. Let's see how that works. Okay, I don't think that understood that, but that's fine. You up your hand with your pants and run over to the pillar. You check if the man is still alive, but he's dead. You raided in assassination attempt and operation was a success. Now I'm not giving up on the quest to go to the palace, so we're grabbing a broom and we're gonna fly there. And yes, I'm a wizard now. You walk into the palace and start sweeping the place while your team enters on the ground. Okay, so we're sweeping with that broom, we're not flying with it. You glide over to the pillar and check if the man is still alive, but he is dead. I think that's repeating stuff. No, let's retry that because that looks weird. You grab a mop and start mopping the palace floor. The palace is large, to take you 2 weeks to mop all the floors. Well, better get started. I say, as I guess we can fade out of this story. You turn radio on, it begins to play music, and some other stuff happens. That's fine. We are sweeping the palace for the next 2 weeks. With that, I think we can switch over. Now let's start an apocalyptic one. Wouldn't it be post-apocalyptic? Like, is there an apocalyptic world, technically? Like a setting, whatever? Like, isn't it like, because technically there's like an apocalypse apparently, and then like maybe how most of the population dies, some shit like that happens, and then there's like post-apocalyptic setting, which is after that. How is there a apocalyptic setting? Let's be a courier. Now let's think of a random movie, and then think of one of a random character from there. No reason, I'm just thinking of Harry Potter, and then let's go, I don't know, Remus. You're Remus, a courier trying to survive in a post-apocalyptic world by scavenging among the ruins of what is left. You have a parcel of letters and a small pistol. It's a long and dangerous road from Boston to Charleston. Okay, so it's like a real world this time. Let me put on my magic shoes, whatever that's gonna do. The magical shoes you found as a child that gave you the ability to walk on water. You throw your leg over your horse and slip into the saddle. Okay, so now you have a horse. Everything passes you by. You're too focused to even notice the occasional patches of freshly turned earth. I mean, what's to notice about it? It's probably the people dying all the time, so... I really want my cyber cannon. So I just googled it, and apparently cyber cannon is some sort of firework thingy. You spur your horse into gallop and the shambler begins following you. I'm gonna call them all people. Maybe they will like trap him under the earth or something. Look around and see how you can communicate with the mole people. You see a road sign nearby and notice it's written in the language of the mole people. I will learn the mole people's language. You spend some time trying to learn the language, but give up after a while. I call Jerry and tell him to teach me mole language. You call the mole people. Can you teach me your language? A large gate opens up as a large figure walks forward. It takes a while, but you manage to communicate with the creature. The creature looks at you strangely. You realize it can't understand what you say. You look around desperately and see the mole people. One of them is small enough to get through the fence. There's a fence apparently. I pull out my shrinking device and shrink me and my horse to atoms. Wait for the danger to pass while learning mole language. Shambler passes by without reacting to you. You continue waiting. However, later you see several more Shambler appears on the road. You can hear the sound of an engine in the distance. You gallop towards the sound. You see a large truck driving along the road. You quickly leap out of the way as it begins to swerve towards you. It runs over several of the Shamblers as it hurtles towards you. I become incorporeal. You face through the truck as it runs you down. You face through several other objects as well, including a couple of Shamblers reaching out for you. You face through the back of the truck before phasing through the side of a house. You break several bones, get out of the majorly injured. I'm gonna retry that. You pass through the side of a building, face through some fencing, and face through another Shambler. You come to a stop as you face through the door of a nearby house. Anybody home? A terrified woman appears, holding a shotgun. Shh, the woman says, looking around nervously. Get off me, you fucking Zed! Point my gun at the woman. Who is you to point a shotgun at me? Drop the gun, lady. She looks nervous. Cool. I shoot her. As her head explodes, you stare at the ruins of the house. All around you, the landscape is covered with houses and shops. All turn up and run down. Use the border to distract the Shamblers. You grab the woman and drag her outside. She looks at you in disgust. I'm Z from the HMS Calypso, she says. You fucking infected. No, you should be dead. I chop off her head. Okay, I'm still gonna follow the plan and let her get eaten by them, or her brother at least. Which means small vehicle arrives. It looks like a small jeep, which you assume must have been a rover from the looks of it. Your rover slowly enters the zone. As you approach the door, a man with a gun appears in the doorway. Who are you? He says, staring at you down. I'm showing him around. Bring me to Simon, or I'll shoot you down. The man raises an eyebrow. You need to see Simon. Why? I'm showing him the camp. He's in a meeting. Go wait in the rover. No, alright. I need to see him now. The man simply stares at you before stepping back into the rover, closing the door and driving off. I shoot his tires. Let's see how far he goes like that. Teleport to Simon. Quick teleport to the hideout, arriving just as a bunch of Shamblers are dragging a fresh human body into a building. Two other men stare at you as you appear. Ah, there we are. I'm getting aggressive. Where the fuck is... Where the fuck is Simon? He's had meetings and stuff. He'll be out soon. He always is. See him right fucking now. Take him to Simon. Now. You grab a knife and click with stab him through the neck, killing him instantly. I'm gonna stop asking for him and just... I go to Simon. I will find that Simon if it's the last thing I ever do. Quickly enter the sauna, which is really just a large oven. You step inside with a large crowd of men staring at you. I look around for Simon. You spot him and begin walking towards him. I will go for Simon and handing it over the messages finally. Ah, there he is, the blacksmith's son, come kill us all. I need to see you now. Can't you see that I'm busy? I don't care. Yeah, I think that was everything. I just needed to bring the messages to him. He begins reading through the letters and his face falls. After a second's head, he looks at you with anger. Don't trust the messenger. Simon raises his gun and shoots him in the stomach. You fall to the ground, blood pouring out of you. You look up as he walks towards you, dropping his knife and holding the note out to him. You fucking bastard. Kicks your head off before grabbing the note back and heading out the door. He kicks your head off, so my head's gone. I tell God to kill Simon and then die peacefully. And I think with that also Rima's story is over. Now when I thought of movies, I thought of one more thing. Maybe we can try and recreate a movie. I'm curious if we can start with recreating a movie and like trying to do what the characters are doing. Except obviously the AI is gonna try and fuck us up all the time. Obviously it has to be something with more linear, like only one character, because we can't shift all the time. Unless of course we're just looking at one of them. I mean, I already was thinking of Harry Potter, maybe I just done another one. Yeah, fuck, let's go. Let's do a Harry Potter game. It gets custom maybe? So I'm a... I don't know, I should write in the first or second person. I'm Harry Potter, the wizard, currently living with my Aunt Petunia and Uncle Vernon. Let's try that and see how it goes. I don't have a magical family to protect me, so if you're looking for help in finding your sister, Ginny Weasley, come right this way. Okay, that got on immediately that we're talking about that. I wake up under the stairs. You're suddenly woken by the sound of footsteps running down the stairs. Dolores Umbridge is standing there with a triumphant smirk on her face. What are you doing here? You ask in an intimidating tone. Okay, so it really caught, when I said Harry Potter, it literally just caught like everything, like Ginny, then we have Umbridge and so on and so on. Who are you? I'm gonna ask. Since I'm 11 right now, it's the start of the first movie after all. Dolores Umbridge looks down her nose at you. My name is Dolores Umbridge, I'm the first and only resident ghost in this building. Well, I'm just gonna ignore her and go and make breakfast. This is the last time you cook for her. You go downstairs, begin to fry some bacon and pop it in the toaster. Then I go to check the mail, because he has to find the letter after all. After you had breakfast, you check the mail. There's a letter from your sister saying that she's coming to visit on the weekend. You decide to go see a movie this morning. I think Harry Potter might not becoming a wizard here. I get back to my room under the stairs. When you get back, you find that the cat has left the bag and is sitting on your bed, sorry. The cat then began to meow, which catches your attention immediately. What you doing in my room? I will ask the cat. Oh, I was wondering if you were the wizard that I heard working in the kitchen. Oh, I am, but I was wondering why a ghost would be checking up on me. I'm not a wizard. I'm just Harry. Well then, call yourself Harry if you must, but I'm a ghost and checking up on you. Well then, I think we got a bit of a different Harry Potter story. Instead of getting Hagrid to visit him still as wizard, we got Dolores Umbridge, which checked up on him, and then when he said he's not a wizard, she decided not to convince him and just left. And now Harry is just stuck with the Vernons forever. Well, with the Dursleys forever, I mean. And I think that might be where we're actually gonna end it. I guess it's a bit of a, not really a conclusion, but a different outcome. And it's not gonna, he's going to Hogwarts. And I think he's just gonna have a torturing life for the rest of his life. I expect next Friday you can expect a GTA 5 video, because I'm expecting the script will be available for the newer version. And other than that, check me out on Twitch as well, where I stream twice per week. If 15 minutes or so of me isn't enough here on YouTube, you can get about 5 to 6 more hours. 2 hours on Tuesdays and 3-4 hours on Thursdays when we are playing D&D, and it's longer because of that. But yeah, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and as always, I'll see you next time. I studied the dark arts while I was away. If you don't like and subscribe, a curse shall be unleashed upon you. Do it, or unicorn will eat your brother's left ear.